Yo, what's going on? All right. All right, yo, what's up? Dang, I just saw my own notification go through. What's going on? Took a minute. I wanted to get on a little bit earlier, but I said, you know what? I got some stuff to do. We're going to jump on, though, regardless. I don't care if we get a little later going on up in here. Oh, man. Had some good fights. Good fights last night, man. But, I got stuff to talk about, but um, I'm probably waiting on it. BJ said, look, BJ knew if Jillian lost this fight, I was going to keep on talking about it. He said I do. He knew I was going to do that, so I might send him a link because I want to hear his excuse this time. I'm not going to blame him. No, it was my choice. It was my choice to pick Jillian Robertson. I'm not going to blame him like I did when I picked Montana. But now I know for sure because the math is adding up with Jillian now. Like she sticks to one game plan. Jillian Robertson's on one set gear, and that's to get the submission. You know, to try to get this fight into her playing field, and that's all it's gonna be. That's all it's gonna be with her, man. It's gonna be that one thing. And if anybody comes in there with somewhat of a improving stand-up game, any type of improvements they've made, they'll win. See, Pierre Rodriguez, she just fell right into Jillian's plan, went right to the ground, didn't have much to offer. I never really, like I said, saw like one or two things that stood out with Pierre Rodriguez. But if you look at what Tabatha Ricci was doing, hey, she's been improving. She was putting, yeah, she was putting her hands on her, man. You know, like I said, that right hand that she's been improving in, it's game. It's solid. And if you get confident in your stand up game, that's enough to beat her, man. That's enough to beat her. Like Tabitha Ricci didn't really have like the best stand up game, even like coming in, but the fact that she's just improving is making fighters like Jillian kind of look bad because it's taking Jillian Robertson a long time. It's taking Jillian Robertson a long time to get her stand up game together, man. Like she's got ground and pound. She can connect on the ground, but she just can't catch up on the feet, man. She was just too slow. She's just too slow, man. Like she just cannot stalk. You know, she can't catch up. Like she just can't do it. And when it came down to it, it's just bad because again, Tabatha Ricci just came into the UFC. Well, it feels like she just came. She's been here 2 years now, right? She's been in the game 2 years, but she's Jillian Robertson's had more time to improve. You know, she's had more time. She's fought more fighters, and I'm looking at that experience. So I was like, maybe she can do this thing. You know, maybe she can do it. But once again, there's a lot of waiting, man. Like I was surprised she even drew blood on Tabatha Ricci in this fight. You know, I was surprised to see some blood, but really it's because Tabatha Ricci took chances. You know, she gave her something to hit. But if it was up to Jillian to find Ricci, she really like if she wanted to stay on the outside all night, she wouldn't have really connected with anything. You know what I mean? Like she would have never found any moments at all, man. So yeah, it's just like what are they doing here? You know, she's 26. You know, she's a young fighter. So I'm looking at her. I'm thinking that okay, maybe there's a point where she'll start to pick up the speed. You know, take advantage of still having youth on her side. But it still seems like she has some issues with like letting her hands go fully. Like even just like pumping a jab out, it seems too hard for like Jillian Robertson. Like she's still not throwing a good solid jab. She's not leading the fight unless it goes to the ground. But you know what? It wasn't even just a stand-up game, man. Like you see how easy it was to take her down? Like we're looking at a fighter who likes to fight on the ground, has good BJJ, but look how easy she got taken down, man. Look how easy she got taken down in this fight. Like Tabatha Ricci was just like doing them, she was just doing the takedowns for good measure. She would just step in and boom, boom, take her down. And it would kind of like surprise Jillian. And then she'd go right back to stand up, picking her apart, you know? So even that, like it wasn't even like she was gonna win. It wasn't even like a guarantee, like if she got the fight to the ground, like she was gonna win. Ricci, that's why I said, like, I told BJ, I was like, you can pick Jillian by submission, but I'm telling you, like, she's not going to submit Tabatha Ricci. Like, Tabatha Ricci is good on the ground. Like, I don't see this girl getting submitted by Jillian. Like, Jillian's going to only submit fighters that have no ground game. She's only submit fighters that have no ground game. Like, even Myra Brenner Silva submitted her. But fighters like Miranda, Tyler, those type of fighters, Tabatha Ricci, those fighters with like a high ground IQ, they're not going to get submitted by her. Fighters like Agapova, yeah, they'll get submitted. Molly McCann, yeah, they're wide open for it. But the fighters that are strong on the ground, they're not going to get submitted. Their submission game is tight. And I think Tabatha Ricci, she knew that if I take the chance, there's a possibility like it could get into like a long, grueling grappling match. But she said, you know what? I believe in my stand-up. I believe my stand-up game is better. And it was. That's the key to proving. That's the key to getting your ground. That's the key to getting your stand-up game better, man. Like, or whether it's ground game or whatever, you have to take some chances with it. And Ricci was taking a lot of chances with her hands. Like, she got hit a few times, but she was committing to it, and she looked better than she did in her last few fights, right? I said this in my video the other day too. I think, man, homegirl was taking a page out of Tisha Torres's book. She was using that size. She was pumping them quick little hands out. She was in and out. She was getting her Tisha Torres on, man. She was getting that Tisha Torres on. So I was like, okay, yeah, all right. I see what she's doing. She was switching stances up, doubling up the right hand, just touching Jillian. Like, she never really like did like major damage, but it had to be frustrating on Jillian's part that she really couldn't get. She couldn't really get like anything going. Like she couldn't catch the rhythm of the whole fight. And then, like I said, she just kept surprising her with takedowns. So that's got to be a little embarrassing because Jillian did call her out. We saw it. Jillian, the one called out Tabatha Ricci. So I hate to say it, it might have been a little cherry pick going wrong, man. Because she chose her. There's other fighters she could have picked. Her chances probably could have been better against a fighter like what's her name? Not I still would pick Michelle Waterson over Jillian Robertson, but maybe her chances could have been better against a fighter like that. I still think Angela Hill could probably beat Jillian Robertson at this point too. But she picked her. She picked her. She picked Tabatha Ricci. So I was like, okay, all right, we'll see. So I gave her the edge. I was like, maybe she sees something, but it's still that one thing, man. It's still that one thing, that stand-up game, yo. Mm-mm. All right, let me look at some comments here. Hold on, y'all. Let me pull up this comment section here. Hold on, y'all. Boom. Okay, where these comments at? Let's see. Running Rini, what's up, Brian? I've got him in the building. Marcus Bell. Okay. Ravioli. Just trying to refresh this. Darby, what's up? Darby said, why is Den Thomas wasting his time on Jillian, especially a busy man like him? Wow. I mean, yeah, there's a point where she's got to get it together, man. And he's patient. He's been patient. He's been taking his time with her, man. Hold on 1 second. Oh, snap. Hold on. My bad. I think I was on mute. Jackson, what's up, man? I just saw your comment. What's up, man? Yeah, I was talking. Dang. I just okay, I just read 2 comments. That's all. Okay. My fault. My fault. I was on mute right there because I was fixing something, but then I started talking. Hold on. Yeah, yeah. Where was I? Yeah, yeah. Darby said is Agapa was still in the UFC. Yeah, she's out right now. She's still injured. Hold on, hold on. Jillian still can't beat Cynthia Calvillo. No, I don't think so. Oh yeah, yeah. Brian said he sees the Tisha comparison. He thought she looked like Natalia Silva. Yeah, I was saying that I don't see the comparison to Natalia Silva because I think Natalia Silva, she's much. I believe she's much more sharper. You know, I think she's much more sharper than them. Like she sits down on her punches, and you know she's a little bit more precise. Like they'll throw 4 or 5 punches, but some of them won't land like solid on the money. Like I believe like she commits like to every single shot, and she's not about speed. She's about like quickness. You know, she's about quickness like that. Zama said you can only beat one-dimensional fighters with that height and reach. Ricci's so green though. She could improve a lot. Yeah, yeah, she could improve a lot. Yeah, she can improve a lot though. Yeah, she can improve. She can still improve a great deal, but it would be nice, man, if there was like an atomweight division, man. It'd be nice if there was like an atomweight division for real, man, because I don't know if she could drop that weight though when I look at her size, but maybe, you know, because she's kind of, you know, she's kind of stacked, right? So I don't know if she can like drop all that off, but it's going to be hard for her to get to the top. Jackson, what's up? He said Ricci just didn't land anything with impact. No, I don't think that was in her game plan. Like she wasn't really trying to land with impact. You know, she just wanted to win on points because again, she's like Tisha. You know, she wants to take her time and pick those moments to avoid even going to the ground. Like I don't think she was really trying to overcommit because she's still working on her striking game. You know, she's still working on her striking game. You know, so I believe that Ricci likes to kind of test it out a little bit. And then maybe as she gets more confident, she'll start sitting down on punches. Like when she hurt Panay, you know, Panay was there she was there for the taking at that point, you know. But yeah, she really wasn't sitting down on the shots, but they were enough to get points. And that was about it. But that's the thing, man. Like Jillian was getting touched and touched, but it was sad because Jillian could never fully capitalize. I had it 30-27. I'm gonna throw that out there right now. I'm gonna start something now because BJ in the building. I thought it was 30-27. That fight was 30-27, man. Tabatha Ricci, Jillian Robertson, that fight was 30-27. Yeah, I'm starting something now because what do y'all think? What do y'all think in the comment section? I had it 30-27, man. Tabatha Ricci won every single round, man. Oh, Easy, what's up? He said, I called it. E-Boss came in with that chin sky high and got caught every time. Yep, I stuck with my pick, man. I was about to pick E-Boss, but then I was like, you know what? Maycee Barber hadn't stopped anybody in a while, but she can stop you if you give her the chin, man. And she's a better finisher than Viviane Araújo. She's a better finisher than Viviane Araújo. So Easy said, yeah, he called that too. Yeah, I called that, man. When it came down to it, again, Ebos was showing a lot of disrespect coming forward, not using her range, just walking right into the fire of Maycee Barber. And Maycee Barber can fight off the back foot. Maycee Barber can fight off the back foot too. Ravioli said Ricci won every round. Zama said definitely. Brian said he gave Jillian round 2. I couldn't even give her that round, man. Like I thought she drew some blood, but that's about it, man. Like when she drew that blood, I knew that kind of might make one of the judges or 2 of the judges give her that round, but she landed a couple good shots, but she still got taken down in that round too, right? Jackson said could have gone either way. He said, I definitely think Jillian did more damage in that fight. Yeah, I believe her shots did more damage, but when it came down to it, Ricci definitely landed more. And plus, she got takedowns too. Yeah, Ricci. Yeah, Marcus said Ricci won every round. Ricci won outpoint. Ricci was outpointing Jillian, and yep, she won every round. That's what I think, man. Brian said damage trumps all. Not really. Not really. Not if you just land one shot and that fighter continues to fight at the same pace. Ricci never changed her pace, so I ain't giving her no rounds. Disappointing. Jillian Robertson, disappointing. She landed that shot, could not follow up, couldn't even keep the girl in the cage, to finish her off. No, that wasn't enough damage, man. I say Ricci 30-27 as well. I couldn't give her a round. No, I couldn't give her a round. Robertson did some damage, but what damage? I mean, she didn't even handicap the girl, as far as changing up her game plan. She still fought with the same intensity and still took her down. Hang on one second. I'm trying to find an easy way to send this link out. Hold on. I'm trying to put it in the comment section. Hold on. Never mind. Hold on. I'm going to send it to you now, BJ. Zama said damage from G-Rob on the feet. Yeah, she just landed one right hand that opened the nose up, but there was not much. There wasn't really no damage done. All right, but Jillian's got to start working, man. Jillian has got to start letting those hands go. She's like Adrian Broner in boxing, man. Let your hands go. Let your hands go. Dictate the pace of the fight. Double jab, go to the body a little bit, and then rush in and get your clinch, get your takedown. Tabatha Ricci, she stuffed that first takedown, man. Running Rini, what's up? She said I was rooting for Jillian. I wish she had that fire and no fear like Maycee and McKenzie. That's the thing. Jillian's tough. I believe she has no fear, but I believe it's the fire, man. The fire's really not there to turn her up. Maycee Barber got fired. That's the difference between her and Jillian Robertson. Maycee Barber got fired. Maycee Barber will win by any means necessary. I want to see her get better technically, of course, which she's doing. But like I said, man, when that fire really starts to get hot, Maycee, she'll put it on you. Whenever Ribas drew blood on her, that girl started smiling and she was ready to fight. She was ready to go, man. Jillian, I believe she has no fear at all. She likes to fight, but her fire to get better, it's not there. It's not there. All right, I need it. Look, I need it. Hold on. All right, y'all. I need some explanations, man. Let me see. Let me make sure I got this man in the building. Are you here, BJ? What's up, man? I think I added him. Hold on.
What's up, man? I'm here, but go ahead and keep talking, bro. I'm driving home, so I'm gonna wait till I get a little bit better service. Go ahead and talk, bro. I'm listening.
Okay. Go ahead and think of your excuses now while you're on your ride home. All right. There we go. All right, got BJ there. He'll be up in a minute. All right, hold on. Straight said, I don't think it matters with Ricci Jr. because neither winning any titles. Ricci was just keeping the 15 spot warm for better fighters. Darby says she should have focused 100% on straw weight, especially after beating Dern. She could have a title shot possibly by now. Ribas said, I agree. Robertson needs to start setting up her takedowns and strikes. She's been around too long, so people are on their game. Can't be a one-trick pony these days. And that's her problem, man. That's exactly what I'm saying, man. You cannot do this, man. You can't keep taking the same approach. You take the same approach, and you're going to start losing now. Like I said, the only people that fall for it are those stand-up fighters that are just like her. They're stuck in one gear. But like everybody says, and like I'm starting to see myself, is like fighters that have at least a wrestling and a grappling background, they will be able to take out some strikers that are one-dimensional, right? And that's how it played out. That's how it plays out throughout her career. You know, the fighters she beat, they had no ground game. But fighters with ground game, they start to really, really expose what Jillian's lacking. Because she can't adjust. You know, she can't adjust and fight a good stand-up fight. So I don't know, man. From here, do you think it really matters? Like, I'm gonna ask y'all this question: with the way she looked against Tabatha Ricci, do you think she stays at 125, 115, or 125? Does it matter? Does it really matter now? Jackson said, I still think Jillian definitely beats Luana Pinheiro. You think so? Luana Pinheiro's got some power in her hands, though. She's sloppy. That girl got power in her hands, and she be throwing girls, too, with that judo. I mean, the judo might get her submitted, but Luana Pinheiro, she can hit hard, and she's a big strawweight. Luana Pinheiro, she big, though. She kind of big and, like, uncoordinated. But with that strength, I don't know, man. Like, dang, Ravioli said Luana's terrible. I don't know, man. Like, that might be a fight I think Jillian has more of a chance to win because there's no speed involved. And if the girl uses her judo, but even then, man, I don't know, because like I said, that girl's heavy-handed, and she's a bigger strawweight too. I'd have to see how that played out. But does it matter now? Like, should Jillian just stay at 115, or should you go back up to 120?
Uh-oh.
Should she go back up? Oh, you ready?
I'm good for. I know there's another dead spot coming up, but I'm good for like a few minutes. But I'm not going anywhere though.
Okay.
I'm not going anywhere, Combo, because you spitting some stuff out that I need to rebut on. So,
well, look,
Jillian, go ahead.
Okay, when you clear, I want you to come through. All right. I want you to explain to me what happened, man. I need to know what happened.
All right, give me a few more minutes. Give me a few more minutes.
Take your time. I'm right here. All right, back on it. Straya said doesn't matter. Jillian's like Andrea Lee Maverick. If they never improve or evolve, they're just making up numbers. Ravioli said doesn't Luana gas though. Does Luana Pinheiro gas? She made it in 3 rounds against Waterson. I don't know, man. Like, I have to look at a couple of her fights. Zama said Jillian looked kind of drained, so I guess you think she should move back. Yeah. Why do you think some fighters won't let their hands go? Running Ring said, why do you think some fighters won't let their hands go? I think some fighters aren't confident in their hand game. I think some fighters aren't confident. That's number one. And number two, I think some fighters don't like to get hit. They worry about getting hit. But with Jillian Robertson, I mean, that girl, she'll take some punches. I don't think it's number two. Like, I don't think Jillian Robertson doesn't mind getting hit. You know, I don't think she's worried about getting hit. I don't think she's scared of that. I think she's just not really confident in letting them go like that. Like, the timing is not there with her. Like, she's either overthinking it or, again, she's just not sure of herself. Just not fully sure of herself, you know, or she's just overthinking, like trying to place the perfect punch, you know. And it's just not connecting in her mind. And I think that's how some fighters are. Like, when they just ain't letting their hands go, they're either looking for that perfect shot, and by the time you're looking for the perfect shot, you done got hit with like 4 or 5 strikes. Somebody done hit you 4 or 5 times while you sitting there trying to think. Jackson said, I like how she looks at 115. She's really big for that division, as long as her weight cuts don't get ugly. Yeah, she's big for that division, but she's just slow too, you know. And you'll be dealing with a lot of fast strikers. Like, Waterson might be too fast for her. Karolina Kowalkiewicz, Angela Hill, those hands might be too fast for her. That's a fight I like to see, her and Karolina. That'd be interesting, because, you know, Karolina, her ground game getting better, And, you know, her takedown defense is getting better. And Carolina, she will hit you. Carolina's going to hit her harder than Tabatha Ricci. Easy E said Jillian better stay at 115. He said Flyweight got some bangers at the top. She's not going to be able to deal with. Yeah, I think, her chances will be better at strawweight. Even if she gets picked apart by some fighters, at least she won't get as hurt. You know, she won't get as badly hurt dealing with some of these bigger girls like Corinne Silva. What's her name? Melissa Gatto. Them big fighters like that, man. Hold on. Ernest Richardson said, good evening. I was in boxing mode again yesterday because I was at the Berlanga Quigley fight last night, but Ricci Pinheiro would be a good WMMA fight. Okay. Oh, he was at Berlanga Quigley? Okay. I actually didn't watch that fight. I watched the Adames and Julian J. Rock fight last night. That was a good card. There was a guy on that card, man, got his ear hit so hard that junk exploded. Blood hit the camera. I don't know if y'all saw that. Well, no, y'all didn't see that. That was boxing, but there was a couple of Mexican guys fighting, and one guy got hit so hard in the ear that junk exploded. And the blood, literally, you saw it hit the camera. Like, when it cut angles, you could see that blood on the camera, man. That was crazy. Jackson said Jillian just couldn't find Ricci. She didn't trust she would land her shots. Yeah, she didn't trust, man. Like, just wasn't confident in the punches, man. Like, by the time she would get her feet set, she was getting tagged. Ravioli says she just doesn't have hands. Some people aren't strikers. Dean Thomas made it worse by all the smack he was talking before the fight commentary. Yeah, he just needed to let that fight play out, man. I didn't want, just let the girl. That's what I'm saying, man. It was kind of a cherry pick gone wrong because they thought Ricci was going to be a easy way to get into the top 15, or they could have found, just somebody that was good, credible, young fighter to go in there and dominate, but it didn't turn out that way. Against punchers, G-Rob definitely turns into panic mode. Look at Barber and Myra Buenos Silva. Oh, man. Dang. Yeah, I was just thinking about that fight. Jackson, but if Jillian gets Carolina or Waterson on the ground, she'll probably submit him. I think Waterson maybe. I don't know if she'll submit Carolina at this point. I think Carolina's. I give Carolina a better chance. Thomas said he thinks not Waterson. Waterson, it depends, man, because I give her a little more credit, but I'm just thinking back to that the guillotine she got put in, even when Rose had submitted her, right? Lemos submitted her. Straight said Ricci versus Lupi should be next. Lupi or Harigi will be ranked 15 before long. Who's next? No, actually, Sam Hughes and Lupi is next. Hold on. Both of them are decent grapplers and would definitely beat her up on the feet. Yeah. Especially Waterson. Brian said, to me, Jillian's striking looked improved. She was just a show, and Ricci had a good game plan. I think she was connecting a heck of a lot more than she has in the past. She connected a heck of a lot more than she has in the past. I give her that. Like, she had a good calf kick, but again, that confidence just wasn't there. Like, there was no follow-up. Like, there was no follow-up, and there was no, combinations to throw her off and, get a takedown. Like, there was not enough good sequences. Like, she was actually touching Ricci now, but again, she was still fighting behind her opponent. Rodriguez is a highly touted prospect, and Jillian made her look like an amateur on the ground, and she submitted Rose easily. I still think Rose beat her, though. Like, in MMA, I think Rose beat her. Like, Rose just took the wrong approach. She thought it was MMA, and she got submitted. But now I'd still pick Rose to beat her in MMA. Rose would have done way more damage than what Ricci would have done. Like Rose would have picked her apart. Yeah, Ricci controlled the pace. Yeah. Mastermind said, "What's up, Combo? Hope you're well." Yeah, I'm doing well, man. Hope you are. Oh, hang on. All right. Hopefully we got a good connection.
All right. I'm here now and I got good service. What's up, Combo?
What's up, man? What's going on?
Listen. Let me rebuttal a few of the things that you said. Somebody in the comment section, I know you read this comment on purpose. Somebody said something in comparing Jillian Robertson to Miranda Maverick. Jillian Robertson is 3-1 in her last 4, and that's 3 finishes. So let's in her last 4 fights, she's lost 1 fight. The Miranda Maverick and Jillian Robertson, yeah, Miranda Maverick has a win over Robertson, but they're not even in the same conversation right now. Okay, like they're not even in the same conversation. But Robertson, you know what I'm saying? Yes, Jillian Robertson chose to stand and trade. But are we expecting Jillian Robertson to go out there and look like Catlin Chukagian? Like, are we really would we be expecting that?
We're not expecting. We are not expecting that. We are expecting her to at least have the fundamentals down, where she's not just following her opponent around and getting pieced up. Though it's a long time now, man. This is a long time coming. We've been
but she wasn't following Tabatha Ricci. Jillian Robertson was putting the pressure on Tabatha Ricci. There's a difference between following and putting the pressure on. So that's 2 different things. Like what Casey. Go ahead.
It's pressure if your opponent can't really get any space and they're uncomfortable. Ricci was never uncomfortable, so it's not pressure.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I know you pointed out the takedowns from Tabatha Ricci, you know what I'm saying, but Jillian Robertson took her down too. And the thing is, with those 2, there was something about the other's ground game that stopped both of them girls from really trying to work on the ground. Something about both of them taking each other down stopped them both from trying to go there with each other. They must have felt each other or something, you know what I'm saying? But Tabatha Ricci wasn't the only one in there getting takedowns. Robertson landed 2, Tabatha Ricci landed 2. You know what I'm saying? They both happened to get back up to their feet. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the speed thing is real. The speed thing is real. And that's one of the things that you pointed out, that a few people in the chat pointed out, that a move to 115 could spell some problems for Robertson, and that would be the speed part of it. The flyweights are slower than the strawweights, so a lot of those girls weren't able to be as evasive to Robertson as Ricci was in there. You know what I'm saying? But to play devil's advocate, you know what I'm saying, Tabatha Ricci was fighting on skates the whole time. You know what I'm saying? She never committed to anything versus, you know what I'm saying, Robertson, to me, was a little more committed to inflicting damage on Tabatha Ricci out there. Robertson's not a good striker. She's not this, but the punches, for one, her jab was landing for one. And for 2, you know what I'm saying, the knees up the middle, the elbows, dude, she had Tabatha Ricci in there leaking. So the damage thing is one thing, but 30-27, bro, like 30-27 was wild. 30-27 was wild because Jillian Robertson landed a lot of shots in there. Like, she landed a lot of shots in there. I'm not saying she won the fight, but 30-27 is wild. She didn't win all 3. Tabatha Ricci didn't win all 3 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't win. Like, round 2 was I thought Jillian won round 2, and round 3 could have went either way. The fight was close. That wasn't a 30-27 fight. You know what I'm saying? Like the Casey O'Neill Jennifer Maia fight wasn't a 30-27 fight to me. 29-28 is where I'm standing at with both of those fights. But you know what I'm saying? To me, you guys are asking for the commitment from Robertson on the feet. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got 3 rounds of Robertson on the feet. Like, that's the most rounds we've seen her fight on the feet. And you know what I'm saying? And she opened Tabatha Ricci up in round 2. You know, so she didn't. I mean, she lost the fight. You know what I'm saying? She's got things she's got to work on, but it's always going to be a rough road. But another thing I wanted to point out to you, Combo, is look how harsh y'all are being on a fighter that's 3-1 in the last 4. Like, I'm like, damn, like Jillian lose one fight and all of a sudden she's not there. And I'm like, damn, like we talking about a girl who just come off of submitting three finishes in a row across 2 divisions.
All right.
And then she lose a fight by decision and everybody's like, oh, she's done. Oh my God.
Okay, look, I'm not saying she's done and she needs to throw it out. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I'm disappointed because, okay, she'll get these other wins, right? But the minute she steps it up, look what happens. That's what I'm saying, because I'm not seeing enough of the improvements here. So I'm allowed to hold it to that standard because we've seen it this many times now. Look at Maycee Barber. Like, this girl got outclassed by Roxy and Grasso. This girl came back and started working, and every fight she looks different. Every fight she's been looking different. Of course, she got controversial losses, wins on her resume, but you know, she's never like looked like she's never wanted to grow. Jillian Robertson got victories over fighters with no ground game, but now as soon as like a girl is like using this speed on her, like I'm not seeing any adjustments being made in the fight. So she's got like what, second or third or fourth most wins in the flyweight or UFC flyweight division, something like that. So I'm like, you know, when are we gonna start seeing these changes, man? Like
She's got the most wins in the flyweight division.
Okay, but against who though? That's my thing. Like, why are they not ranked? That's for a reason, right? Because she's not making adjustments, changing as a fighter.
Looking at her as a specialist and seeing, you know, Jillian Robertson never really committing to the striking across all of these fights that she's had, you know what I'm saying, to go out there and actually inflict damage on someone on the feet, that's an improvement for Jillian Robertson. We're talking about a specialist here. We're not talking about somebody who goes out here and puts paws on people.
Right.
And
but still,
she went out there and put paws on Tabatha Ricci.
But still, like, it wasn't enough to get a victory, though. That's why I'm saying, like, you know, we can call her a specialist and she can call herself a specialist, but does that mean that's all you're going to do? Because don't ask why you didn't get to the top 10 or top 5 if you never get there, and then you say I'm a specialist in one breath and then wonder why in the next. You know what I mean? Like, if you're a specialist nowadays, it's not a good thing, man. Like, you have to know how to have some type of a hand game, man. You got to be able to strike up in there. And I'm not saying you got to be perfect with it, but dang, it's like, come on, like, again, like, nobody's like knocking her or saying like, oh, she's done. Like, we looking at the level of opponents. Like, yes, you beat girls, right? You beat these girls like Molly and so on. But it's like I said, they got no ground game. But like, what about a striker with ground game like JJ Aldridge? You know, she still came up short in that fight. There was no way she could make an adjustment in that fight. And we seeing the same thing over and over again whenever she's stepping up to like a top 15. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but I mean, Jillian's been ranked before, so I mean, it ain't like she losing to every time. Every top 15 fighter she lose to, Jillian's held a spot in the rankings on her own at a time. You know what I'm saying? I can't let you just dog my girl like that, bro. I can't let you paint that narrative that every time she fights a ranked opponent, she loses. She's held her own. She's been a ranked opponent before, so. I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, I'm salty because she lost. I'm a little salty because she lost. But, you know, that's what being a fan of these fighters comes with. But, I mean, put it like this. Robertson lost, but it's the way that these people lose as well that you kind of have to look at. You know what I'm saying? The way they lose, to me, to me, 30-27 is out on that fight. 30-27 is completely out. That's horse shit. To judge that fight 30-27, but 29-28, which is what the majority of the judges saw it. You know what I'm saying? That, to me, that's a close fight. 29-28 is a close fight. You know what I'm saying? And Robertson really only loses by decision. You know what I'm saying? Like, she'll lose by decision to these fighters, but she wasn't in this fight with Tabatha Ricci, she wasn't dominated though. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, that she was never, neither one of them were never in any real trouble. Nobody was ever in any real trouble in this fight.
And
So
that's
but if Jillian was so bad in there, then how come Tabatha Ricci didn't pull the trigger and finish the fight?
but see
You know what I'm saying?
that's the thing. That's
Talk
what made it.
about.
Hold up.
Go ahead.
That's what made it disappointing to me. Is like she wasn't even getting hurt in there, but she could never get this girl to the ground, or she would never like pull that trigger and take a chance. Because if Ricci was just like touching her up like she was, why could she never close the distance on this girl? Okay, I understand why you couldn't finish Barber, because that girl hits hard, but like Ricci doesn't hit very hard. So it's like, when are you going to close that distance and get this girl out of here then? Like, when are you going to do it?
I do feel like, now I do want to talk about that for a second. I do feel like Robertson chose to stand up in this fight. You know what I'm saying? I think, you know, I don't want to say it, I don't want to put it out there, but I feel like Goat Shed is trying to, I mean, Goat Shed does a lot of good things with Robertson, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like Goat Shed is kind of pulling her away from the Dean Thomas style just a little bit, which can be good, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, people look at Jillian as a fighter that needs to improve in her stand-up, which I get it, you know what I'm saying? But at some point, Jillian still has to be Jillian, you know what I'm saying? Jillian being Jillian got her to the big show. It got her to the UFC. You know what I'm saying? Her choking girls to sleep got her where she's at, you know? So I want her to still be that and let, you know, if you're going to stand and bang, you know what I'm saying? If you're going to stand and bang, then let that be your plan B. Like, let that be your plan B. I don't like striking being her plan A. And striking was most definitely her plan A in this fight. And I didn't really like that. I need her to still be that relentless girl, as relentless as she was against Mariah Agapova. You know what I'm saying? That was the Jillian that I wanted to see out there. The one that no matter what you hit me with, I'm going to get this fucking takedown. You know what I'm saying? And that's not the same Robertson that we see, because I feel like Goat Shed is trying to push her further and put her out of her comfort zone a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that's how I feel about that.
Okay, so when you say you still want to see Jillian be Jillian, like, how are you saying, like, it's got to be the same girl that's choking people out, or just like the girl that wants to go after it but still has to like get the victory by any means? Because like Maycee Barber, like, I could still say Maycee Barber's Maycee Barber, but with each fight, she's getting different. You know what I mean? Like, she's getting better. Like, I can honestly say, yeah, Maycee Barber is honestly still the same Maycee, the one that likes to go after it. But like every fight we've seen her just about in, you see like a new level to her game. Like, so with Jillian, like, when you say the same, you mean you want to just see her stick to being a specialist? Or
No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, if she's going to incorporate this, this stand-up game, you know what I'm saying? And Jillian did, you know, is I think the only thing that went wrong for Jillian on the feet was the speed. You know what I'm saying? The speed. Tabatha Ricci was using very good footwork, good movement. She was dipping out of the way because Jillian was coming at her in straight lines. You know what I'm saying? And she was dipping out of the way. And Jillian, you know, didn't have the time to see that Tabatha Ricci was out of the way. You know what I'm saying? So, but other than that, Jillian did a lot of good things on the feet. You know what I'm saying? Like, when Tabatha Ricci was trying to close the distance, the knees was coming, the elbows, the kicks were there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so Robertson did a lot of good things, but I want her superpower is being able to get girls down and dominate them and frustrate them on the ground. And I feel like she stepped away from that in this fight just a little bit. I feel like she stepped away from that. Like, she missed that. You know, she got that first takedown and Tabatha Ricci got up. I was expecting within the next 30 seconds to see her go at it again. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I see from Robertson. When she doesn't land that first takedown, you better damn be skippy. She's coming after it 2 or 3 more times. And I felt like she got a little too comfortable wanting to strike with Tabatha Ricci because, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I get it that she took that chance because Tabatha Ricci is not somebody that's like a powerful striker. Like, if you're not a powerful striker, if you're not dropping girls, like Robertson will play with you on the feet. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not somebody that she has to worry about, like Maycee, like she was sticking to Maycee Barber like glue trying to get Maycee down. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one thing because she knew the danger on the feet for Maycee Barber. Tabatha Ricci is not no dangerous striker. You know what I'm saying? So Jillian didn't have to really worry. You know, this is how I'm looking at it. She didn't really have to worry about that. But I do feel like if she would have kept going after that takedown, that she would have got what she wanted. Because I'm sitting there screaming at the TV, there it is, go for it. You know what I'm saying? But in those moments, where they were striking on the feet, those open moments where I usually see Jillian shoot and she didn't shoot, I knew something was going on. Can I have some barbecue sauce? And she didn't shoot in those moments where I thought, you know, usually she would shoot at. So, like I said, I think Goat Shed is kind of pulling her away from that skill set a little more, trying to round her out, I guess. But I'm not too sure if I like it or not because Specialist Jillian Robertson would have pursued that takedown until she got it. So that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, hold on. Appreciate that, Running Reenie. Running Reenie said Mackenzie Dern's working on that striking and she's improving. But King Mighty TV, he said, BJ, stop. Jillian not on level is top 10.
Cool story.
He said cool stuff. Oh man, I just wanted to read that because he put them a little laugh there. I mean, look, that's where I'm at with Jillian though, man. It's like I'm just man, like when I feel like she's just fighting behind an opponent and she's not, she's not trying to close distance enough and like actually like I'm not like that's the
This
thing.
is one fight though.
Hold on.
It's one fight.
Hold on. This is the thing you were saying, like you expect people for her to we expecting Robertson to go in there like Chikagan or something. No, nobody's not expecting that. We're expecting her to like incorporate her striking into getting takedowns. That's the thing. All right.
Yeah, I feel you.
That's all it is. Like we looking to see her incorporate that into getting takedowns the same way Wei Lee is doing now, or like Carla Esparza was doing with her hands now. She's able to do that. So that's all it is, man. Like Jillian sticking to one game, you're gonna get some chokeouts on a lower level, but if you're trying to get that belt though, that junk's far out of reach, man.
Well, it's just her second fight at strawweight. So let's see what the third fight tells us. You know what I'm saying? She didn't take a lot of damage in this fight. She's not hurt or whatever. Let's see if she jumps back in there. I know she said she wanted to take a break after this fight. So, but she was expecting to win and take a break. So she lost. So let's see how she bounces back. But, I'm pretty confident that next time we see her, we'll see traditional Robertson, just relentless with the takedowns, because that's when she's at her best.
Okay. If she's to come back, man, who do you think she can actually get back at, like to get a good win against? Because these girls, they got a lot of girls moving, man, a lot of movers and shakers in this division.
Well, this was a top 15 fight, so that kind of pushes her back. Oh, okay. Thank you. Sorry, man. I had to come get me some Chipotle, bro. I had to stop there on my way home. But yeah, man, like for me, she that was a top 15 fight, so that's gonna set her back. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. That's gonna definitely set her back. But I see maybe like a maybe an Angela Hill. No, probably not Angela Hill. Angela Hill high up in the rankings. I would say maybe a Carolina, maybe what's her name? Didn't Diana Belbita just win?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, so maybe like a Vanessa Demopoulos, a Diana Belbita, or maybe even like if whenever Ashley Yoder decides to return, maybe a Yoder fight. Okay. Something like that. You know what I'm saying? Another unranked fighter she'll get.
Unranked fighter. Yeah, she'll probably be getting an unranked fighter. Yeah. Yeah, her and Demopolis, that'd be a good fight though. You know, Demopolis, she's dangerous on the ground too.
Yeah, and Demopolis is fast too, bro.
Yeah. J Ball said Barber won him some money. I should have bet too, man, because Barber was actually the underdog in this fight. That was crazy.
Bro,
Barber was
I
actually.
couldn't believe Maycee Barber was the underdog. I couldn't believe Maycee Barber was the underdog. That was the wildest shit I ever seen.
All right, yeah, let's jump to this fight. Let me talk about this fight. I'm gonna ask you a couple
Yeah,
questions here.
sure.
Yeah. So y'all, I was torn. You know, I was a little disappointed in this match, and I was ready to say, man, Ebos probably gonna go in here, put the tools on Barber. I was about to make my pick switch, but I was like, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna stick it out with Barber because when it comes down to it, Barber's just a better finisher than anybody that Ebos has fought since Marina. And my thing is, Barber again is getting better as a fighter. We can get mad at the last fights, but it was just something about this one. It's just like I know we talk about the chin and everything, but Ebos's chin held up, but for how long? You know what I mean? Like she took a lot of shots. Barber, she'll go after it. To me,
She ate those punches well, though.
yeah, she ate the punch as well. She did. She ate some head kicks too, but like it's just that like a combination of defense and just that chin, man. Like it's better at this weight, but it's still an issue to me. The chin's still a bit of an issue, man, because when she gets hit, like she's out at 115, but here she's like on wobbly legs and still trying to fight back, which is bad because she's trying to fight off her heart, and that's how she is. So that was like the dangerous part of this fight, being at this weight, taking like more damage. Sometimes it's better get knocked out with one shot than take those bombs he was taking in this one, man. But yeah, I just think that this level of Barber, man, it's going to be it's kind of a another breath of fresh air at flyweight, man, because okay, you got Grasso winning the belt, that was good, but now she's got the rematch going on. But everybody tends to have like an issue with the division, saying they're not the best fights, not the best fighters. But now you got Barber who likes to talk. People either love her or hate her. And she's actually on a good win streak, and she actually calls people out. So to me, I think she's definitely adding a good addition. I think she's definitely a good addition along with Barber and these other girls, Grasso and these other girls, man, because we need a fighter that people love and hate, man. Hold on real quick. Ebos got kicked 3 times in 30 seconds. That's what Mastermind said. Yeah, she did. Easy said, if you bet anything on Ebos, bet on her getting clocked clean. I was about to bet on Barber winning, man, like by knockout, because it was she was an underdog, but I didn't, man. I should have had, man. Six, what's going on? He said Barber looking fierce. Yeah, she looked fierce, man, and that's gonna be a problem. Like I truly believe BJ,
So
a technical a technical Barber is gonna be dangerous for this game, man. She's gonna be dangerous, man.
I've been trying to say that, dude. Maycee Barber is a lot more dangerous than people take her to be. You know what I'm saying? Maycee Barber is very fucking dangerous. But dude, as bad as it looks on Ebos, though, to lose like that, Ebos was fighting a good fight.
Yeah.
That was a good fight.
Oh yeah. That was a good fight. Like it definitely wasn't like some type of one-sided beating. Ebos was actually winning the fight in the first round. She was actually winning the first round, but when she let Barber start landing clean on her, and when she tried to take Barber down, I mean, Barber started landing that heavy ground and pound on her, man. Like you see her trying to get that knee bar on her, but she just started like hammering Ebos with some hard shots, man.
Yeah, she was hurting her, bro.
Yeah, she was hurting her, man. But yeah, man, with Barber like
I
getting
think. Go ahead.
five with Barber getting like 5 in a row now, man, like, and she beats more ranked fighters, and she's beating Ebos now. Like, what rank is Ebos at right now? Is she ranked? Hold on, I'm trying to see if Ebos is ranked. Anybody know rank Ebos is right now?
Was like number 9. Wasn't they like one spot apart from each other?
Yep, yep. Okay, yeah, they were
They
like
was
one.
they was number 8 and 9, wasn't they?
Yep, yeah, they had to be close by. Yeah, I knew they were that close by. Yeah, okay, okay. So now that she got her out the way, man, like you think she ready for a top 5, man, or she need like one more, like a top
Yeah,
6,
man. Nah, she need to fight in the top 5, bro.
top
Like
5?
it's Macy's time. Yeah, it's Macy's time. Give her what she's earned. You know what I'm saying? Like, give her what she's earned. But Maycee, man, one thing about Maycee, dude, she can fight through some fucking adversity, bro. Because Ebot started busting her up, dude. Like, Ebot started busting Maycee up. You know what I'm saying? And Ebot, to me, that's the most confident I think Ebot looked on the feet, bro. Because she was tagging Maycee, bro. She was
Oh,
tagging Maycee, but can you hear me?
yeah, yeah, I get you.
Yeah, but Maycee, dude, when Maycee got that ground and pound, dude, Ebos was never the same after that ground and pound. Was that the first round or second round?
It was both rounds. First round though, she
The
got her.
first round. The first round, yeah, dude, after that, she was broken, bro. A few more seconds, you know what I'm saying? I think that fight would have been over, but that was the turning point, was that ground and pound in round 1.
Oh yeah, yeah. When she started landing that, I think I think Ebos was on. I think Ebos is a little bit foggy, man. And she ate them hard elbows too, man. Like Ebos tried to like close in on her, and then like you could hear that one elbow just like smack Ebos
Oh
face, man.
yeah, yeah.
That was kind of like the turning point, man. I think when she started feeling that power, so she was trying to get the fight to the ground, but it was a little too. I won't say it was a little too late. Barber was just prepared for whatever she was bringing, man.
Oh, but she was throwing Maycee big ass though. She got Maycee down. She was throwing Maycee ass. I thought she would struggle with that, but she didn't struggle. She got Maycee down, bro.
Yeah, she threw her, man. But like, I gotta give Barber credit though, man. That girl, that first one, she scrambled right back to the fence and got up, man.
She did. You right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she went.
Maycee fought a good solid fight, bro. That was
Yeah,
a solid fight from Maycee Barber. I have to give her that.
and that's what I was like thinking about in this fight too. I was like thinking back to the Grasso fight where she was gonna be like on her back again, but like, nah, this girl was like thrown on her back twice, but she bounced right back up, man. So yeah, I could tell like, Team Alpha Male, they've been working on that, man. Say like Mastermind said, yeah, they've been working on that, man.
But I know she calling for Lexa Grasso, dude. But and there's people writing me saying give Maycee Barber the title shot. I'm like, come on, guys.
No, we ain't ready for ain't ready for that yet. No title shot yet.
Let me
um,
come on, man.
Wait a minute. I already told you about this, BJ. We already talked about this, but Ronnie Rainey said she like to see Casey O'Neill versus Barber one day. Yeah, one day, but not now, because Barber's beyond that fight.
Here you go. Here you go again. Here you go again with your mess, man. Here you go.
She put the comment in the comment section, man. So I'm just answering. I'm just telling her like maybe one day, but she's beyond that right now.
Maycee Barber ain't passed. She ain't passed no Casey O'Neill with a win over Amanda Ebos. Said that don't put you past Casey O'Neill because you beat Amanda Ebos. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody who just now committed to the flyweight division, somebody who doesn't have a long history in the flyweight division. So
Hey,
no, no.
she
What
was
was
the
that?
she was the favorite in the fight though. Everybody's picking Ebos to win.
I mean, I get it, bro. But beating Amanda Ebos doesn't put you steps ahead of Casey O'Neill. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that's just wild to say.
Okay.
That's wild to say.
What about her purely beating 5 people in a row that includes, Andrea Lee and includes Montana, Jessica I, and well, like I said, I barely want to count the Miranda fight, but
Miranda.
still, okay, we counted it. Okay, so she's got those 5. That puts her beyond Casey.
I don't know, man, because like I said, if Casey get that win, when Casey gets this win over Viviane Araujo, then that actually could be a fight. Because if Casey O'Neill beats Viviane Araujo, the king gonna start talking. She gonna start running her mouth because that's what heels do. That's what heels do. And yeah, Maycee gonna holler, I want this and that. But if Casey O'Neill start talking, and then if she wins, because Maycee Barber's had a lot to say about Casey O'Neill since Casey O'Neill's been in the UFC. Maycee Barber's had a lot to say about Casey. So if Casey gets this win and gets on that microphone, she might answer Maycee Barber back about all of this stuff that Maycee Barber has to say. But everybody wants to say, oh, Casey O'Neill didn't want to fight. She didn't want to fight Maycee Barber. Okay, then what about Aaron Blanchfield? Because Maycee Barber called out Aaron Blanchfield too. And Aaron Blanchfield didn't want to fight Maycee Barber. No, but Aaron Blanchfield, she should fight Juliana Pena. Oh my God. She's gonna go in there and beat Juliana Pena. The hell, and she will. You know what I'm saying? But everybody wants to accuse Casey of ducking. Casey gonna duck a fight. She'll never duck a fight with Maycee Barber. So that fight is actually possible, Combo. I know you don't like to see those contender matchups like that, but that fight is very possible.
Well, I don't think so, man. I think Maycee is going to either get Chikagan or Lauren Murphy or like a Jennifer Maia. She's going to get one. I'd rather her fight Lauren Murphy than Casey O'Neill right now because she already fought enough of the lower fighters, man. Like I said, she beyond that, man. She gonna get a top contender now because you can only fight so many times now. Like to say you improve, I think she's in a lane now where she needs to test her skills now on like a former contender, like a Chikagan or somebody. Honestly, man, I would still pick Chikagan to beat Barber, but if it was like a Lauren Murphy or Jennifer Maia, those two I couldn't call, man. That one, like a Lauren, I believe Barber could win, even possibly Jennifer Maia. But for some reason, like Chikagan style, I think would be a little much. But if she could beat her, then that's her next level, man. That's her next level.
I don't think she can beat Chikagan, bro. I'm sorry, dude, but like Chikagan gonna be hard for Blanchfield, O'Neill, Barber. She's gonna be hard for all of them, bro.
Hey, read this comment right here by King Mighty. What do you think about this comment?
Let me see. Always, man. Okay. I guess okay. So Grasso dominating Ji Young Kim, Maycee Barber, and Viviane Araujo and stopping Joanne Calderwood. I guess that's a pattern record. I guess Maycee Barber stopping Jillian Robertson, stopping JJ Aldrich, beating Jessica I, beating Montana De La Rosa, you know what I'm saying? Beating Andrea Lee, and now beating Amanda Ribas. I guess that's all. You know what I'm saying? Those are padded records. Yeah. You're right, King Mighty. You're right. Yeah, that Grasso and Barber have, you know what I'm saying, put on dominant performances in their last five, and both of their last 5 fights have been absolute dominant performances, but their records are padded. You must be a Valentina fan. I think that's what it is.
I'll just let you read that, man, because hold on.
I mean, like, where do you fathom? Like, how do you construct a comment like that in your head, though? Like, how do you come up with that?
All right, Mastermind said Maycee's ready for Shevchenko and Tyler now. Tyler fight would be good. Tyler's got Aaron right now, but yeah, Maycee versus Tyler, that's the next test for her. You know, she's gonna have to be able to fight one of them fighters next, man. I believe that. I don't know if she's ready for Shevchenko so much, but I think that Tyler, that's a fight that would be interesting.
Combo, I posted this on my community page. Is Tyler Santos an easier fight for Aaron Blanchfield than Juliana Pena?
Is Tyler an easier fight for
Aaron Blanchfield than Juliana Pena? And there's a reason I asked this question.
Okay.
Because when Aaron Blanchfield called out Juliana Pena, the lay of the land was she's gonna smoke Pena.
Hold on 1 second. No,
go ahead.
Six said Gertrude's going to destroy Manon. No, that ain't happening, buddy. Hold up. Ravioli said, "Who is Gertrude?"
Say that again. Ravioli said what?
Ravioli said, "Who the f is Gertrude?"
That's Rose, bro.
That, but no, not somebody you call Gertrude.
I don't know why they call her Gertrude, but that's funny though.
No, that is a real name though. That is.
Oh, her name is Gertrude for real,
Yeah, it is.
bro. I did not know that. That is funny. Now that's funny. Little Gertie. But bro, but you know when she was calling out Juliana Pena, which I don't care how you tell me, Juliana Pena would have beat the shit out of Aaron Blanchfield. I'm sorry, man, but she would have. Juliana Pena is different. This is different. But then they go to Tyler Santos. Oh, Tyler Santos is a tough fight. And I'm like, okay, so Tyler Santos is a tougher fight than Juliana Pena?
Tyler Santos tougher fight than Juliana Pena.
Hell no.
Let me think.
Tyler's tough, man. Tyler's tough, and she's big. Tyler might be bigger than Juliana Pena.
I think they're both. I think actually, Tyler beats Aaron by not by much, but it's possible. But her moving up to take on Juliana Pena right now, I believe she has a chance, but I would still lean towards the natural bantamweight. I'm gonna put it that way. I'm gonna lean towards the bantamweight in this fight because she's used to this weight and she's got the experience. So I would definitely lean towards Pena as far as a pick. I mean, Aaron has a chance now because Aaron's not dumb now. Aaron's not like a dumb fighter, So if she was to win, I would not be shocked. But going off of what Pena's already been through at 135, should be no problem. I just don't like her recklessness. Her recklessness always costs her in some of the biggest fights, And I'm very careful how I say that now because I used to pick her with ease, thinking she beat these fighters, then she wind up losing because of her.
I'm still picking her with ease.
Okay.
But to me, it was just wild how Aaron versus Juliana Pena. All of a sudden, Aaron versus Juliana Pena is a wash for Aaron, but she's gonna struggle with Tyler Santos. And I'm like, what? Where are these people even get? Go look at my video when I said the video title Aaron Blanchfield should be careful calling out Juliana Pena. That thing got 70-something comments on it, bro.
They're going crazy about it, man.
They went crazy on that video. I couldn't believe it. And I was like, y'all are really passionate about it. Like y'all really hate Juliana Pena, like to the point where now her skill set is in question. I'm like, but we never questioned. We wasn't questioning it before. Now we're questioning it.
No,
now we're saying people like, no, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the people who were commenting, JP and some other dude, and bro, they was just wilding.
All right, Easy E said, I think Aaron beats them both. Pena definitely the harder fight. I think Pena's wrestling would be too much for Aaron.
Yeah, I mean, I think that she's just more physical than Aaron. She's faster than Aaron. Like Juliana Pena. The thing about Aaron is one of those fighters to me that has to build momentum. You know what I'm saying? Like in a fight. You know what I'm saying? Like Juliana Pena, she come out firing, man. That's the difference. Like as soon as the ref say go, it's 10 the whole time with Pena. And I think Pena can catch a lot of people off guard with that. You know what I'm saying? Like some of these slower starter fighters, she can catch them off guard with that.
Yeah, she can catch them off guard. That's what I'm saying. Like, I still think it would be a tough fight for, Aaron has a chance, but I wouldn't, put money on Aaron in that fight for real. I think Aaron needs to stay at 125 where the chances are, much more fair in my opinion. You don't just jump up and fight a bantamweight like that. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't see that right there for hold on, six really breaking it down. I mean, Six, that is one of the reasons I'd say Rose would have a chance is her footwork. Her footwork is a big part of like her game. But if you take it away, if Manon adjusts and becomes more of a physical fighter in there, then she ain't gonna win the fight, I don't think. You know, if she rips that lead leg of Rose and she starts kicking her in the body, you know, I don't really think she's gonna be able to depend on too much footwork. Just like whenever Joanna started tagging her in that rematch, when Joanna kind of slowed Rose down, you know, the footwork wasn't really there anymore. So she had to start diving in on Joanna with takedowns. So I think if she starts attacking her legs and her body, man, and you know, this being her first fight at 125, you know, Rose might be in for a fight here, you know. So if the footwork is gone, which they better be trying to come up with a game plan to take away. And you got to remember, man, like Rose gonna be moving up to 125. Will she be as fast? I don't think she'll be as fast. You know, she might be a little bit slower. That's why she's bulking up and working on that wrestling a lot. You know, she's been trying to work on her grappling and wrestling because she knows if she's slow and she can't get away, she's gonna be forced to wrestle in these fights. You know. All right, you back in there?
My bad, bro. I'm sorry, man. My mom calling.
Oh, okay. Okay, J Ball said if Pena strikes against Aaron the same way she did McCann, she'll do work. Okay. Gabriella said Manon should grapple Rose, but I don't think so. Yeah, she should. She really should. Or like I said, she has to take away the legs, you know. But it comes down to this, BJ. If Rose's footwork is slower at 125, if she doesn't carry like the speed up there, she'll be more of a sitting duck, you know.
Yeah, especially for somebody like Manon who's just gonna come right at you. Like Manon is gonna go, you know. But the thing about Manon though, Manon's style is tailor made for Rose Namajunas though. Because unless I'm missing something, when I see Manon fight, like she's very like heavy footed, like she's very like heavy on her feet and very planted to the ground. Like she's not light on her feet. You know what I'm saying? And she throws her punches slow. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to somebody like Rose, who's outworked people like Jessica Andrade, you know what I'm saying? Like that's, you know, and been in there with Joanna and have been able to move like that. You know what I'm saying? And has that skill set to where she can move her feet and, you know, be very evasive and be very fast, because Rose is very fast. Rose is very nimble and very agile.
You got a little backwards because Manon actually bounces on her feet more. You know, she's actually throwing those side kicks and, you know, always moving side to side. She moves a lot.
Yeah, but she still has a tendency as the fight goes on. Yeah, early on she's all light on her feet, she's bouncing, but as the fight goes on, she's not like that. Because when she fought Jennifer Maia, that's when Jennifer Maia started to have the success on the feet against Manon. Is when Manon was, you know, became very flat-footed. Second round into the third round, she was very flat. Like first round, she had a whole lot of success on Jennifer Maia, but as the fight went on, you know what I'm saying, like her punches slowed, you know what I'm saying, her footwork slowed, you know, and then it became a different fight. But Rose, go ahead.
Throws too though. Like Rose, like you said, throws a lot. Rose doesn't throw like a lot. Like Rose not a high volume. She's more of like a quick precision 1-2 fighter. Like that's how she knocked Joanna out, and that's how she like was able to like, kind of do a lot of damage. Is like Rose like is quick, but she's not like a flurry type of fighter. That's why she has like damaging punches. Like Rose, you know, she'll pick her shots and she'll fade too. You know, she faded in the Joanna fight down the stretch. You know, she faded down like rounds 3 through 4. She faded in Andrade fight. You know, wrong game plan. She started getting cracked. You know,
true.
Like Joanna is a machine. Caitlin Kagan, they're machines, but like Rose, she is like a slick pick'em type of puncher, you know, but she's not really that, you know, she's not that high volume. And that's why I'm wondering, like, can she keep up?
Rose has way better timing than Manon Fiorito.
Yeah, her timing and her boxing IQ is higher than Manon's. Like that's what got her those victories, like over against other strikers like like Joanna, because
and Wei Lee.
Yeah, and Wei Lee, like her timing is on point, you know.
Rose might be able to slip something through the cracks though, You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm worried about. You know what I'm saying? Like, because Rose can flick a head kick up there very easily, bro. Like, she flicks them very easily and very effortlessly. That's how she caught Wei Lee with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
that's
Manon,
though, man.
Manon don't see kicks coming though.
Yeah, and
Like,
that's a big part of Manon, like keeping her hand down and pulling back like she did in the Maya and Chikagan fight. You know, she gets caught with those head kicks. So, you know, this has to be like a total adjustment. Like, this ain't gonna be an easy fight. That's why I don't know. Like, the more I think about it, like people think it's like an easy pick, but like if it was Tyler Santos versus Rose, I could see it now. Okay, that's more of a physical fight for Rose, but this one's kind of like matchup a matchup where it's going to be more space and respect given. So there's going to be more opportunities, you know, for both fighters.
hold on 1 minute, combo.
All right. Jackson said, "Why did she refuse to throw shots in a championship fight?" I don't know, man. Like, if she takes that Carla Esparza approach, she getting finished. That last fight, man, yeah, like I'm trying to figure out why she wasn't letting go in that type of fight. Oh, hang on. Let me see. I'm about to get up out of here in a minute too, so I'm gonna get some final thoughts from BJ. Mastermind said Rose beat Manon, then fight for the title. Nah, I don't think she'll win this fight.
Hold on, combo. I'm coming.
All right. Yeah, that's the thing, man. Like, that's the thing, Easy E. She gotta find like I had said that too. Like, Rose has to find like something to rise to the occasion for. You know what I mean? Like, she's gotta find something new. Like, at this point, like Rose at 115, there was really nothing there for her anymore. You know, she already fought 2 times. You know, she already fought, became a 2-time champion, right? So it's like, why keep on doing this, right? Why keep on doing this? Why keep doing strawweight? Why keep giving these other girls a chance? Like, there's nothing really to get, to get excited for at 115. So I think Rose is probably going to take a chance, and I think when she rises to the occasion, that this is her most dangerous. So yeah, this fight is going to be a dangerous fight. It's going to be a little bit more dangerous.
I don't think it's gonna be hard for Rose to find her timing though and find those openings on Manon though. Man, I'm not dogging Manon in any way because if Manon puts some heat on Rose, she can fold Rose. Like, Manon is 100% capable of that. But I'm thinking about the equations that these fighters fight in, and the way they think in, and a smart strategic fighter like Rose, you know what I'm saying? Especially if Rose is turned on. Like, if Rose is turned on and Rose is like reading Manon, I can see Rose figuring Manon out, man. You know what I'm saying? I look at I just feel like she can figure her out because Manon Manon is good at what she does, man. Her offense is fucking deadly. You know what I'm saying? But Manon, she gives a lot of people chances to read her. You know what I'm saying? Like, Manon can take pictures in fights. You know what I'm saying? She can just, you can have those flat moments in a fight with Manon. I mean, Chukagian did, but it's just, I don't know, man. I can see if Rose don't get the timing, Manon can hurt her. But if Rose was to go in there and put a clinic on Manon, I wouldn't be surprised because that's what Rose is capable of doing, man. She can do that.
Right. But I still think, yeah, that's going to be a big part of it. That's what I'm saying. Like, I still think, like, where you say, yeah, fighters can read her, I think that's where she makes those small adjustments in fights and why she's still winning, though. Like, if she makes this many mistakes, like, why is she still winning? Like, she can still make minor adjustments in fights and still get the victory. So when it comes down to it, she's got to be a physical fighter. She's got to be physical in this fight. Like, she's got to close distance and she has to use strength in this fight. You know what I mean? Like, it can't be striker versus striker. Like, I don't want to see her make that ego trip like, Valentina or somebody does and says, oh, I want to prove I'm the best, whatever, Like, this has to be a fight where she is the one to say, it's time to make an adjustment and be the bigger, stronger fighter here. You know what I mean? Like, you got to go in there and be a grappler this time, in my opinion. Like, in a fashion, like I'm saying with Jillian, like, her striking has to be the setup to close distance and really, really maul Rose in this type of fight. You know, it's got to be that type of fight for her.
Yeah, it does, man. And also, how many more times you think we're gonna see Manon at 125?
I think until she goes for the belt. I think she's just going to try to go for the belt at this, man. And then I think either like her or Tyler, they could go to 135. But, you know, I think it just comes down to, you know, going for the belt. I mean, she's here now, so it's got to be that, right? Like, it's not like one of these other fighters at the bottom that have to make a choice because they can't put together a good, solid streak of wins, you know? So it really wouldn't make sense for her to go to 135 right now. Like, same with Aaron. Like, it's even worse for her, like, because you already in number one, number two. Why even think of 135, right? I don't even think that's like a choice right now.
She was about to walk her ass right into her ass whooping, though. She was about to walk right into her ass whooping.
Who, Aaron?
Aaron Blanchfield was about to walk right into one. She was about. I'm telling you, she was, dude. Because this is a different Juliana Pena that we're gonna see come out. You know what I'm saying? This is a Juliana Pena. Go ahead.
I said, is it really?
I think it's gonna be a meaner Juliana Pena, man. I think whoever steps in there with Juliana Pena next, it's gonna be hell for him. You know what I'm saying? Juliana Pena makes it hell for anybody that she steps in there with, win or loss. Hold on, man. I'm trying to get in the house. Win or loss, whoever Juliana Pena steps in there with, she gives them hell. You know what I'm saying? It's never a calm fight. It's never a calm fight. It's always chaos in a fight with Juliana Pena. You know what I'm saying? And I think that people have quickly forgotten that. You know what I'm saying? Juliana Pena is different, bro. She different.
She's different, but the thing is, man, like, she sticks to one gear, man. Like, I hope you see that, man. Like, you want me to see things in my fighters I see, but there's some things you got to admit. Like, Juliana Pena leaves way too many openings, man, to like get finished in fights, though, man. Like, that's why she ain't got the belt now. You know what I mean? Like, being real, Juliana Pena should win an Aaron fight, but you can't be shocked if Aaron was to beat her, because Aaron, I think, makes smarter choices than Juliana Pena does.
I mean, yeah, you're right. That's, you know, Juliana Pena ain't perfect, you know, by any means. She makes mistakes. She gets reckless in there. She gets ahead of herself. She leads with her heart sometimes, and, you know, leads with her head sometimes instead of, you know, leading with what she really needs to lead with. Because if Juliana Pena, I think the biggest thing that Juliana Pena could benefit from is just maybe just to slow down just a little bit. Like, slow down a little bit. Just not a lot, though, because she's a high-paced fighter naturally. You know what I'm saying? Like, when cardio is never an issue with Pena. None of that. You know what I'm saying? So she's a high-paced fighter naturally, and she's got that grit and she's got that dog. But if Pena would just be the same mental state that she was in when she fought Amanda the first time, that's where she needs to be at all. She needs to ride that wave. She needs to find that vibration that she was on. You know what I'm saying? And she needs to get back on that. You know what I'm saying? Because that, to me, was that fight. I don't care what anybody says about Amanda Nunes, about COVID. I'm not hearing none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Amanda Nunes was 100% before that fight. You know what I'm saying? As best as she could be before that fight, and so was Juliana Pena. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and she got the job done. You know what I'm saying? She got the job done, no matter how people tried to take that win away from her. You know what I'm saying? And I think that moment, that fight, is when we seen it all come together for Juliana Pena. And she let some of that drop in the second fight. You know what I'm saying? She let some of that go in the rematch. You know what I'm saying? I just want her to get that back, man. That's all I'm asking, is for her to get that back.
Okay. Well, let me say this, BJ. You know what, BJ?
Sorry, go ahead.
everybody's making this fight with Rose like versus Manon, like Rose has got this thing in the bag and like she can do this so easy. You know what that just says about Carla? That Carla really is a pound for pound fighter. Because
Yeah.
make it seem like she can win this fight so easy. I'm just saying that when Carla took her apart mentally and out of a fight, you got to say Carla got like some type of mental advantage and skill advantage over Rose, man.
Man, I'm telling you what it is, bro. It's because Carla's so small, bro.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro. That's gotta be what it is, bro. It's because Carla's so small, bro. Like Carla's small in there. You know what I'm saying? And she quit. You know what I'm saying? So they don't know what she's really gonna do. So
Yeah,
I mean,
it's like you would think it'd be easier like to punch down on somebody like Carla, but
bro.
Carla's just got her number, man. It's like crazy, man.
But I think it was mental too. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people was dogging Carla. And I said, listen, Carla is different, man. Like, oh, I'm trying to kill this damn. I hate the summertime, bro. These fucking big ass outside beetles come in my fucking house.
Oh
I
yeah,
hate that shit,
you open
bro.
the door, man. They be trying to run right in with
They
you.
be trying to run right into your foot. Then you come home. Don't be gone all day and come home, cut the lights on, walk in your bedroom, one of them running across the damn floor, bro. I hate summertime in the South, bro. But anyways, um, Carla gonna fight to her opponent, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing about Carla, dude. Like, yeah, Carla has her game plan and she has her style, you know what I'm saying? But Carla adjusts to the fighter right away. Like whatever you give Carla in there, that's where she fights at. You know what I'm saying? And in that Rose fight, if you come out slow with Carla gonna be slow too. You know what I'm saying? But look at Marina Rodriguez. Look at how look at how many times Carla had to take Marina Rodriguez down. You know what I'm saying? Because Marina she was constantly coming after Carla. You know what I'm saying? So that showed me that, you know what I'm saying, if you force Carla to fight, she'll fight. You know what I'm saying? But if you lay back in a fight with Carla, she gonna lay back too. And she'll just beat you on, Carla will do the least to win, you know what I'm saying? But she manages to keep doing that. You know what I'm saying? She manages to keep doing it.
Hey, Robot Chicken said, "Ignore the roach. BJ is throwing you off your flow."
Man, that ain't no roach. Shut up, man. Ain't got no damn roaches. He said ignore the roach. That ain't no roach, man. They look like roaches. They look like giant roaches, don't they, Combo?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bro, I'm telling you, I hate the South. I hate summertime in the South because that just, with the nice weather comes the big ass fucking bugs too, bro. But yeah, man, like people just didn't understand Carla. Like, and I feel like the same thing with Juliana Pena. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't understand Pena. Yeah, Combo, leave it to Combo and let him break them down. He'll tell you exactly what's wrong with them. But I mean, it is what it is.
No, Pena,
Go ahead.
Pena's a good trainer though. She's all right though, man. Like if I was a fighter, I want her training me. When it comes down to that. But I just think well, Gabrielle is saying that hold on. Gabrielle said Erin hasn't faced adversity, so we can't say she makes good choices until she has faced some danger. Then we can see her IQ. Now I think like she has faced some adversity in fights. That's why you see
Who hasn't faced adversity?
Erin Blanchfield.
Oh, she faced some adversity in that Andrade fight.
Yeah, she's faced like in that fight. I say she faced more danger, but like even in like a Miranda fight, like there was a time in that fight. Okay, she was thinking she was going to have to just like chase the girl down, but she set her up with a lot of like effective strikes. Straight punches. Like of course there's going to be levels to it, but I think for where Erin fights now, I think Erin has made good choices in fights. That's why, again, she's winning these fights, because she doesn't fight the same. She's not predictable. She'll find out what she needs to do to win and she'll do it.
Yeah.
But I think it just comes down to levels. Like she makes good choices for where she's at, but she just haven't faced an elite level fighter like this yet. Like somebody that's been she's faced a former champion, right? But she hasn't faced someone this big and just is word like gritty with Juliana Pena. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I think she's made choices in fight, good choices in fights, though, definitely.
Yeah, man. Like, yeah, but she definitely made some good choices in that. And that, I mean, I'm telling you, man. Watch the small things that happen in that Jessica Andrade fight, man. Just watch the small things that happen. Dude, she got tagged one time, dude, and you seen it. Like, you seen Aaron's whole body change, bro. Like, I watched it many times over. I said, am I just seeing that, or did I really see that, bro? And
Right.
she got tagged. She got tagged one time, dude, and she didn't stiffen up, but she looked dazed. Like, that was the first time I seen in that, because I was like, Aaron got to stay confident, and I seen that confidence break in that very moment. And then her coach screamed out, "Nope, nope, give it back!" And then she straight down the pipe, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? And then her confidence was instantly right back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But she got rocked, dude. She got rocked.
Yeah. And this is why I'm saying, like, this is why I'm saying, like Zaman said, like, she's had tough fights in Victor. Like, I've been telling people, this girl been fighting since she was a teenager, so her mindset is already like on another level to just like always make the mature decision in any type of situation. Like her mindset's that way where she doesn't let things pressure her. And I noticed that in every fight. In the Andrade fight, like, people thought that fight was going to be an easy win for Andrade, but like there was no pressure on any fight that she's been in. Like every level that she stepped up, and I think she'll carry that even to a championship level. Like she's going to carry that confidence in a Blanchfield fight, in a Santos fight, or if it's Manon, whoever. I think she'll carry the same confidence in a fight with Pena too.
Yeah, but that Pena different though. Pena hit different, and her punches, like I think Pena's power was underrated. You know what I'm saying? Like Juliana Pena, she got popping her punches, man, and like I think Pena gonna sit some girls down. You know what I'm saying? Here in her next couple of fights, because I think her in these two fights it's Amanda Nunes. You have to level up everything in your arsenal to be able to go 1-1 with Amanda Nunes. You know what I'm saying? So Juliana Pena, I noticed that Pena's striking got better when she came back and fought Nico Montano. That's the first time I was like, okay, Juliana Pena has been working on her hands for sure. You know what I'm saying? Then the fight with Jermaine Durandame showed a clear step up in her striking. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, the Sarah McMahon fight where she looked like a damn kickboxer out there. And then the Amanda Nunes fight. So Juliana Pena is, if you look at old Pena, the Pena that fought Kat, the Pena that fought, you know what I'm saying, Valentina, you know what I'm saying, that Pena didn't really have much striking. Like Coach used to say, like Pena would look like she was drunk out there throwing punches. You know what I'm saying? Like it was worse than Luana Carolina looking. You know what I'm saying? But she's improved. And I just don't think Erin Blanchfield. I just think that the amount of punishment that would come from Juliana Pena would be too much for Erin Blanchfield. Because Pena just gonna keep coming, man. She's gonna come out. She's gonna see Erin Blanchfield as food, bro. Like I just, she's gonna see her as food, man. Like Erin is good, man. She is good. Like I don't want to put too much on Erin because I just feel like Erin still ain't showed a whole lot. Like she showed, but I feel like there's more. Like I need to see more from her. And fortunately, Tyler Santos, you know what I'm saying, is the fight that's gonna give me what I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? I want to see. Say it again.
I think it is because right now I'm giving the small edge to Santos. In activity, but I think that if Erin shows out here, it's going to answer a lot more. I think she's already answered the question. I think Erin is dangerous for flyweight. I think she's one of the top fighters for a reason right now.
Yeah.
I think even if she didn't get that chance to move up so quick, I think she would have beat some of them other girls like Ara Rujo and Lauren Murphy, all of them anyway. But yeah, this is still the one that needs to really solidify where she's at. She needs this victory to really to get a lot of critics off of her back right now because I think what's his name, Zaman, he sees it. But I think it's just one of those fights where people just have to have that evidence, and you're about to get it, man. Um, Hold on. Gabby said, "Who are the UFC favorite to give the next title shot if both Manon and Aaron win? Both are deserving of title shots if they win against Rose and Santos." Man, that's why I'm saying it's gonna be hard. They should have just made the Manon and Aaron fight. That would have answered it all. Because Rose don't really have any business at 125. Santos been out over a year. They should have just made Manon and Aaron fight. That would have been simple, man. But I think they'll probably give it to Manon because she was ranked higher for a longer time. And if Rose wins, she's like one of their favorites. So it's going to come down to, I think, the title eliminator being for one of them. But if the fight goes in Aaron's favor and it's like this obliteration, man, and she does something crazy and stops Santos, they give it to Aaron, man. They'll give it to Aaron. If she does something really crazy like the Santos, they could just give it to Aaron. But they should have just made it a Manon Aaron fight because that would answer everybody's question, man. Hold on. But
Sorry,
B,
bro. Sorry, bro.
but
Man.
Wrap it up too. And I'm about to wrap this thing up, bro. So
Okay.
What you think, man? What's your final thoughts here, bro? What was your answer to that question?
My answer to that question, man, is Tyler Santos, or excuse me, Aaron Blanchfield, just gonna have to be. She gonna have to be on 1,000, bro. She gonna have to be on 1,000 in there with Tyler Santos. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I hate it, but she gonna have to be at 1,000, dude. Because if Tyler chooses to strike with Aaron Blanchfield, like if Tyler really commits to it, because Tyler's striking is good, man. Like, Aaron's defense, like she can exploit Aaron's defense. Like ever since defense is what Combo loves to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Like she can really exploit Aaron's lack of defense. And Tyler, if Tyler like hurts Aaron, man, like if she hurts Aaron and Aaron like goes in and tries to grab her, bro, like she ain't gonna be able to just throw Tyler Santos down, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Tyler is just too physically imposing, man. Like she's just shown us over and over, you know what I'm saying, that she's big and she's strong, you know what I'm saying? And I really hate that Aaron never got a chance to fight like Maya or Murphy, like those big physical girls, you know what I'm saying? Those girls that are solid, well-rounded girls. She never really fought them. She fought Andrade, who, all you really need is a jab. Like, I mean, let's be honest, on the feet, that's really all you really need is a jab. And you can offset Andrade and you can beat Andrade with that. You know what I'm saying? It's when you try to get into the fray, like Karolina Kowalkiewicz, you know what I'm saying? That's where Andrade wins. You know what I'm saying? But if you keep in your range and you sticking a long jab in her face, like you can catch her. You know what I'm saying? And she's short too, but I hate that she never really got to fight any of those, and that she is kind of being thrown to the wolves a little bit because Tyler Santos ain't no fucking joke, man. I think there's a reason she didn't fight a Maya or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that speaks to let you know how much of a G Casey O'Neill is to take Jennifer Maya cold, versus fighters like Aaron Blanchfield didn't get that fight when they was hot.
Right.
So, who's the real G at 125, Combo? Who's the real G at 125?
It's getting crazy, man. It's getting crazy. You got a lot of tough girls out here, man. But I mean, your real G is your champion right now. Just like
absolutely.
Your champion is the one that's the real one right now. So hey, that's your G right there. Whoever got that belt, man. But other than that, you got a lot of killers in the flyweight division right now, man. So we'll see, man, how this thing plays out.
And for my girl Jillian, my final thoughts on my girl G-Rob, man. I hate that it was a loss. You know what I'm saying? I hate that she didn't come out on top. 30-27 was wild. 30-27 was wild. But kudos to my girl Jillian Robertson for, showing the naysayers and the haters that, hey, I am working on my striking and I am working on being more confident in that area, you know what I'm saying? And, I am still an improving fighter, you know what I'm saying? and Combo, you kind of alluded to earlier, it's been a long time, it's been a lot of fights, you know what I'm saying? Like Jillian should have learned by now, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man, but look at Charles Oliveira. Look how long it took for Charles Oliveira to find his footing, though. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Charles Oliveira, look at Michael Bisping, man, the two best examples. Like, eventually they're gonna find their spot. They're gonna find their sweet spot. You know what I'm saying? And Charles Oliveira started off as a specialist, so there's still hope that Robertson can be better. You know what I'm saying? Because 7-8 years ago, Charles Oliveira wasn't knocking nobody out with his hands, bro. He wasn't sitting nobody down with his hands. He was taking people down and choking them out. You know what I'm saying? And then now, the past 3 or 4 years, what have we seen? We've seen Charles Oliveira putting people down. He put Dustin Poirier down with punches. He put Michael Chandler down with punches after taking a huge beating. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's put some people down with punches. So, maybe Jillian, will come around with that. Let's hope she can improve in that area. But I mean, ease up off her a little bit, bro. She's 3-1 in her last 4. Like, give her a break.
Oh man, listen to you. You be doing that too, brother. You need to stop that noise, man.
Give her a break, bro.
Hey man, look. I only say that because I want to see her do something. I want to see her do well, man. So I want to keep being hard on a fighter, man. Because if I want to see him better, I ain't gonna lie, man. I can't lie, man.
No, man, I know, Combo. I know, but I'm gonna have to, dude. I gotta go live this week because I really do want to dive into this Maycee Barber talk a little bit more, man. Because I think when fighters perform like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, when these young fighters perform like that and they go out there and get that kind of a result, I think they deserve, you know what I'm saying, to be talked about like that. You know what I'm saying? I think Maycee deserves,
Okay.
to be the topic of discussion this week, man, because Maycee is dangerous, man. Like, Maycee is looking more and more dangerous as these fights go on. Like, she's getting better and better, man. Like, Maycee's getting better and better and better. And that's really all I can say about her.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, I mean, she's improving, man. And she's one of the heels of the division. You know what I'm saying? I think she's coming up out of that, being that heel. At one point, she really was the heel. I think that torch is kind of passed to Casey O'Neill a little bit.
Right.
But Maycee's starting to earn respect. She's starting to earn real respect. She's starting to earn real respect. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited to see where Maycee goes from here.
All right, man. Well, for sure, man. Yeah, I'm gonna be on, man. I'll be around. I'll catch you live,
Yes,
man.
sir. Yes, sir.
Up to my man, BJ. No, whenever you jump on, man.
Well, yes, sir. I will definitely let you know, man. But I'm gonna jump up out of here, bro.
All right, later, man. All right, y'all. I'm about to shut this thing down. Make sure y'all, let's get my man No Filter to 1,000 subscribers this year. Yeah, let's do it. Man, he deserves it. No, right? Or click on his name. Okay, bad audio. Yeah,